We had a huge wooded area back behind our property that connected to Little Dixie Lake. And so we were all out there and we were looking for rocks, large rocks to decorate the driveway with. And, we were having fun. Me and my two brothers, we decided to run ahead. I would say probably about 200 feet into the woods. And we get to this creek. I can still picture it perfectly. We get into the middle of this creek, and right there in the middle of this creek in the water is a rock that's shaped like an egg, but it's the size of a football. Me being who I am, I'm the one who picked it up. It was not an egg. It wasn't hollow or anything. It was just a very oddly shaped rock. I bent down, picked it up. My little brother was on my left. Older brother was right in front of me on the other side. And then to my right was this small cliff that went above the creek. And as soon as I picked that rock up, we hear from my left up in the trees. It sounds like something was crashing through the trees over to my right. And then right up above the cliff, it's so weird to describe. This thing jumped out of the tree with its arms extended, but it had, I would say, an average adult's arm length, a human head, and the rest of its body was maybe 2.5, 3 feet long. And it sort of had kind of like webbing in between from the elbows down to the bottom of the feet almost. And it was of a brownish color, not fur. It kind of looked like a brown, wrinkly, leathery skin. But it also had long white hair. It was like, it's weird to say. It was almost like a skullet, if you know what that is. It's like a long white skullet that came off its head. Nothing on top. And what I can remember the most, and it's still burned into my brain whenever I think about it, is I saw its face and it had pure white eyes, like extremely piercing. Kind of get antsy when I talk about it, but I don't like going into the woods. I especially won't go in there by myself